guys, welcome to today's video. I am back again. I've been absent. I've tried to film this video a bunch of times and I've not been satisfied. I've cried, so I'm just going to say this really quick, get it out of the way. I have been absent. There was a lump found on my breast. I could not wait until October to share this story. I am in the waiting phase of the biopsy. The lump was found on my left breast 7 months ago. I was told it was probably a lymph node. They wanted to do a follow-up. They did the follow-up, and the beginning of April, and it had grown, and therefore they wanted to do a biopsy. I had to wait 4 weeks for the biopsy because apparently everyone in my town needed follow-up services. So I had my biopsy done on Friday. Today is Tuesday the 20th, May 20th. So we're in the waiting stages, 5 to 10 business days before pathology comes back. It was not pleasant, but I was gladly do it again and again and again to make sure everything's okay is what I mean, you know. Found on a routine mammogram, no lump was able to be found, the same way that happened with my mom, who it was cancerous. I am hoping and praying that it is not. I will ask that if you are the praying kind, that you would, you know, squeeze me into your prayers. If you're not, if you kind of, you know, put out some good thoughts and some good vibes for me, I would greatly appreciate that. And I guess that's what I'm going to say about that, and I'm not going to drag this out and make excuse after excuse, other than to say it has been an emotional roller coaster. I couldn't film. I mean, I did film, but I just couldn't. I was so all over the place. Just a lot has come down on me in these last few months. My dad was diagnosed with cancer. It was just, you know, this has just been hell. But I'm trying to look on the bright side, and that is what I intend to do. So while I wait for the rest of the news that will dictate the rest of my life, I am going to put some makeup on, and I am going to go possibly get my nails done. We shall see. But I do have to leave to go out and pick up some prescriptions. Story of my life. So, that being said, let's get into it. Now, I am going to prime my face, and I'm going to, let's see, did I bring it up here? I did not. Imagine that. I forget something. That's okay. I've got, oh no, I did bring a primer that I've been enjoying, and this is the Wet n Wild, the Clingy primer. So I'm going to pop this on, and it is very sticky. I don't have the milk. I have the Wet n Wild when it came out with the mint collection they did a couple of years ago. I do have that, and I do have a it came in a little set, a mini of the grit primer from Elf. I hadn't opened it yet. That's what I thought I had up here, but that's okay. I'll try it. in another one, but it's sticky too. This is very sticky. I don't like sticky things, honestly. I don't like them on my face. It just, oof. But we're gonna, I've been using this, and I don't have any complaints other than I don't like the texture when it goes on, but you know, it does dissipate a little bit, dry down, and so it's not uncomfortable for very long. So let's see. For the foundation, I'm going to go in with this number 7. This foundation is called, I really like this foundation. It is called the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation. It does have SPF, sunscreen, broad spectrum in it. This I bought when we went on vacation with my family, and it is so good. So good. I really like this a lot. It feels very weightless. So I'll put a little bit of this on, and we will go from there. And it's a really good shade match. I don't have a local store here that I can find number 7. Everything that I have, I've bought from a different state. Whether it was, I think I had bought a few things from Virginia when my daughter lived in Virginia, and let's see, and then I don't think I bought anything in California number 7. I may have bought some stuff off of like Poshmark. The sponge, I do have to use more. I have noticed that. I can't, and my granddaughter, she was over here, and she likes to play in her makeup. Yes, she has her own little setup, okay? And she, bless her, she's a tiny thing, and I still have some of my younger daughters, who's a tiny little thing too, here, and so Abby, she'll Gaga, will you do my makeup? Will you make me a princess, or will you make me, you know, Wednesday Addams? She loves that, and or dress up or whatever. So I'm scrounging around trying to find something that, you know, she can put on just for her pretend. This little girl, this shirt was hanging up, okay? And so all she could see was this design is all the way down. She goes, oh, well, Gaga, what about that? So it's a shirt. Well, what about that Mickey Mouse dress? I said, what are you talking about, baby? And she said, that one. I said, well, walk in here and show me what you're talking about. And she picked up this, and I'm like, see how it's the flowers and this pink. And I took it out, I was like, oh, that's not Mickey Mouse, or Minnie Mouse. But now that she said that, that's all I can see. I'm like, I can't unsee that now, Abby. Anyway, I thought that was cute. I do want to have a giveaway, and I want to give away a Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. And I will show you that in just a second. Okay, this is the palette that I'm going to give away. Well, this was mine, but the one that I'm going to be giving away, obviously, is a brand new one. But this is what it looks like. It does come with a brush, a dual-ended brush that I only grabbed a few brushes to put up here, and that was not one of them. But you guys have seen the brushes that come in here. They're super nice brushes. And there is not a shade in this palette that I would not use or that I haven't used. I absolutely love these colors. This is one of my favorite palettes. So I got an additional one to give away. It's simple. During this time that I have just been really down, very down, I'm not gonna lie. I suffer from anxiety and depression. That is not a secret. I've said that from the beginning of my channel. This is my therapy. Very, very, very few people in my real life, in my offline life, know that this is going on. That God, hand to God, honest truth, I'm just a very private person. This is about me wanting to feel good, and giving back makes me feel good. It really does. Oh shoot! Oh, that is broke. I do remember now. Okay, I'm using the Full Fantasy face palette blush, the one by Lunar and Laura Lee, and I want to say I was using. Let me see. Ooh, maybe not. I think I've been using that color as a bronzer, but let me apply just a tiny bit to see if in fact I was. You know what? I'm not taking that chance. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Let me grab a bronzer real quick. Let's see. What you be in here? This is kind of shiny. All right, so grab the Tarteist, this one, Pro Glow and Blush. And I'm going to go in with this shimmery one. It's probably a bad idea, but let's do it. Not such a bad idea. Now for the blush, let's just go in here. We're in here already. And I'm just going to kind of mix these two up a little bit. I'm just going to use the same brush. Be publicly subscribed. Leave me a comment. It's going to be open for 2 weeks. I will not be as big of a procrastinator as I was for my 400 subscriber giveaway. I promise. I promise. And there will only be one giveaway. My 400 subscriber giveaway, I did have multiples because I had such a small amount of entries that I was like, no, I've got enough here that I can, that I can make it, This one is a specific giveaway with a specific product. Sigma or any of the other things that I include in the giveaway package were all purchased by me. They're not endorsed, purchased, sponsored, any of that good stuff from the brands or YouTube or Instagram, any of that. I'm not responsible for any rashes, breakouts, lost mail, anything that can happen, rashes, skin irritations. I'm not responsible for any of that. I'm just putting the highlighter that was in that palette. I'm just putting it on. I'm just going with this palette. I hadn't used this palette in a long time. Like I said, I just wanted to give back, I just wanted to. You guys have been very good to me. And when I boxed up those giveaways for the 400, I ended up popping just a little bit of that on from the Full Fantasy collection, blush collab collection. It gives me joy in life to do things like that. So I'm doing this for me as much as I am for y'all. I will put it will run for 2 weeks. And I will put the winner in a pinned comment in this video, as well as I will make a community post with the winner, and you have 48 hours to email me your address and acknowledge that you're acknowledging that you saw that you won. You got to be 18. It's only open for the United States. I'm very sorry I don't have anything set up for international. I am just not equipped to do that. I'm sorry. One day, and that's it. Publicly subscribed. If I'm forgetting anything, I will put it in the description box, because I'm sure I am. Okay, now let's do these eyes. The hard part is over. Believe it or not, getting that first part out has been so hard. I'm not even lying, y'all. It's just been trying to find the right words. It's just been hard. It just has. I think I just want to do a very light eye. I don't want a whole lot of stuff. I'm not even going to do my brows, which is not unusual, because I hate doing my brows. That biopsy is no joke. I planned on my daughter going with me, but I also had my urologist appointment 10 and my biopsy was at 1. And the kidney, those weren't stellar results either, but they can be fixed with a medication, hopefully. So, you know, I had that kind of looming over me, but I also was of the mindset that if these results, because I could see them on my chart, I was like, well, if these results are just way, way, way bad, then, you know, she would have called me in sooner rather than later. You know, that's kind of what I had in my mind. Well, they weren't the best, they weren't the worst. And so I didn't even, you know, I didn't wait for Samantha. I just went on and left. And she called me and she was like, Mama, where are you at? And I said, I went ahead and went, baby. You know, I'll be all right. They're not going to let you in the room anyway. So forth and so on. Well, when I came out, it was, my mama's the first face that I saw. My mama had showed up. And I immediately went to holding back tears because I knew as soon as she saw me and I would tear up, she would think the worst. And so I was like, Mama, she said, did you think I was going to let you go through this alone? And I said, no. So my mama came to be with me. I couldn't ask for a better mama, a better role model, a better teacher, or a better person. So after it was done, she said, are you going home? I said, I am. I'm going home. I am going to take some anxiety medication, some pain medication to get ahead of when the numbing wears off. And I'm going to lay down and hopefully get a much needed nap, because I did not sleep a wink the night before. Alrighty guys, this is the completed look. I did the eyes, the Full Fantasy with, I will show you what I used. I used this shade in the crease, and then I used a little bit of that, and then I used this pink shade on the lid, and then I went in, let's see, with my finger, and I put the shimmer shade with a brush, and then I went in with my finger and kind of intensified it a little bit. And then on the lower lash line, because my mascara smudged, I grabbed a brush on my desk that I had no idea what color was on. It was a copper color, but I had some mascara that smudged, and so I just went, and I saw it was copper. I was like, crap. So I did the other side, and then I just took it and I went right above to kind of make it a little bit more cohesive. My lip liner that I used is one that is not available anymore, but it is by Colored Rain, and I don't even know if it's got the shade on it. I don't think it did, but anyway, I like it. It's good. And I paired it with my beloved Lolita. I love my Lolita. And didn't put an inner corner. Maybe I'll do that now. And my mascara that I used, that for the first time has, I don't like those in that palette for highlighter. So I'm going to come over here to my Ofra. My Ofra highlighters. They never let me down. And I'm going to go into, let's see, this one. I'm going in with that one, which I think is Cloud 9 maybe. I don't remember. And I mean, see how it just pops. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Like I like it. Mascara, I used the Maybelline Waterproof Snap Mascara. I love this mascara, but for today, it smudged on me quite a bit, and I don't like that. And this is good. It's a nice tubing mascara. It really, it's not as bad as this one. This one is so, I'm so disappointed in this one. I've used this several times. I even left it open, hoping that it would dry a little bit and make it easier, or make it less easy to transfer. No dice. This one I've never had a problem with until today. And I'm like, what the world? But, you know, hopefully this is smudged all that it's going to smudge. Anyway, that is it for this video. I'm hoping that I can get it uploaded and everybody will be satisfied with it and I can get back in the groove of things, because I miss filming. I really miss filming videos and talking to you guys and not just showing, hey, I got this in a box and, you know, I got this. I can't wait to try that. You know, you guys are my therapy. I've never denied that. That is what I need. This is what I need. This truly helps and heals me in a way that I can't accurately convey. So if you're watching, thank you. You have made a difference. All right, guys. As always, be beautiful, be kind, and in a world where you can be anything, be kind. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.